It's another middleweight matchup at the Apex. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC Vegas 67 between Nassourdine Imavov and Sean Strickland. Imavov is currently riding a 3-fight winning streak after falling short to Phil Hawes earlier in his career and has looked to have been trending upwards since. However, standing in his way is Sean Strickland, who was originally supposed to be on vacation and snowboarding by his accounts, but after Kelvin Gastelum fell out of this event due to a mouth injury, in steps Strickland on just 1 week's notice. The odds makers and public are giving a lot of respect for Strickland despite the short notice, listing this fight even via Tipico Sportsbook with Strickland -110 opposite the -110, of course, on the Imavov side, who opened as the favorite. Of course, with my stated extreme couture bias, I would not mind Sean Strickland taking one home for that gym, but I do think it's a deceptive match. Now, bias aside, I probably would pick Strickland here if he would be given the full prep for this matchup. I think he's got some stylistic attributes that could be tricky, but we don't know what kind of condition that Strickland is in coming off of his 5-round fight to close the year 2022 opposite Jared Cannonier, or what he's been doing over the holidays since, and I dare not speculate. So with that in mind, it is hard to be confident on the Strickland side, despite the betting public giving him some deserved respect. And after going back to look at the tape of Imavov, he seems to have a knack for countering straight shots. Even if you go and look back all the way to his fight against Jonathan Meunier, which was outside the UFC against a UFC vet who fought at welterweight but now fights at middleweight, long and lengthy, just like Strickland. And in that fight, counters a jab beautifully to get the finish. I don't know if he's going to get a finish here. I don't know if either fighter will get a finish. Imavov does tend to slow down, which would worry me in the Gastelum fight or in this fight. But again, this fight now is at 205 pounds. Imavov's a big middleweight, doesn't have to cut that weight, was training for 5 rounds, whereas Strickland, we don't know what kind of condition he's coming in at, despite him being the more proven product. I'm going to very reluctantly go with Imavov to win, probably by decision, though again, we don't know what condition Strickland is in, so no one should be surprised to see a finish, despite Strickland being very tough and durable. I'm going to semi-reluctantly side with Imavov. For more on each fighter's games and thoughts there, check out my in-depth breakdown over at MMAJunkie.com.